everybody, it's MxRheyRhey and welcome back to the MxRheyRhey art channel on Watercolor Wednesday. Today what I have for you is another bingo art challenge. If you're new here to the channel, that just means I have a bingo set and that I have randomly assigned a number to color to, and I'm going to use this bingo set to select 3 little bubbles, and that will give me the color palette that I have to work with for this video. And it looks like the first color is I-22, which is a eucalyptus green. Ooh, that has a lot of opacifiers in it. A G50, which is a mauve purple. Also have a lot of opacifiers in there, so going to be working with some, N36, which is a Prussian blue. I have that in my workable color palette. Yeah, so the eucalyptus is a mix of 4 different colors, one of them being white, so you can expect this color to be a little bit more opaque than the others, but I wasn't expecting it. I wasn't expecting the color, Artesa's eucalyptus color, to be so like pale. I guess I don't know the color of a eucalyptus tree or leaf. They might probably went with a tree, actually. That makes a little sense to me. But when I first got this color palette, I was a little freaked out. I didn't know what to do because there was the opacifiers, the white pigment in the eucalyptus and the mauve. I was a little worried that it would act a little more like gouache, in the sense that if I used it for layering or anything, it would completely overtake what was underneath it. Which I don't like if I'm not trying to do the thing. Oh, sorry, I hit my mic. But I was pleasantly surprised. You'll see in a moment when I do the color swatching and the color wheel. First off, I did a boo-boo and made my first color wheel too small, and they all clumped together, and I made a mess, and I have to clean it up. But that makes a really cute background for the color wheel that I do show you guys, and it showed me how well these colors can do together. And after looking at it and trying to think about it for a bit, I realized it is because this particular triad of my color palette is called an adjacent colors. Sorry, I'm learning as I talk and I'm excited, so I ramble. Because yeah, it's so green, blue, and purple. They're all colors right next to the color wheel, and that makes them adjacent to a color. So therefore, this is an adjacent color palette. And as you can see, I did mess up the first color wheel. You can see how I messed up, but you can see how pretty those colors can be when they work together. It has a very magical ice sort of feel to it, like if you were to see the colors like in between a glass panel but like through ice. It just has a very nice workable colors to them that I wasn't expecting, to be perfectly honest. And it was really, well, it still took me a while to figure out what I was going to paint with all of this. I have to admit, I thought I needed to go wait until the next day so I can have overnight to think about it. But I didn't. I sort of just felt like, I should paint. I want to paint. I'll just wing it. And I won't have to worry about the colors because I already know what these, I already know the colors. I don't have to worry about what's gonna go where so much. So it gave me an opportunity, this color palette challenge, to focus on the structure of how I paint and how I layer things. So I think that's a benefit of having a random color palette challenge given to you. You don't have to worry about what colors are going to go in the painting because you've already chosen that first, and now you can explore and practice with your structural parts of the painting, like the sketching, the proportions, the layout, things like that. And it can have a real benefit. So when I was sort of just winging it, I felt, okay, I don't know what I'm painting, but I'm going to block out the mass portion of colors first. So see, I'm like already starting thinking of like, this is how I'm going to structure each of my layers. And I think it worked out really well. Just working in layers, I'm starting to realize, if you guys know me for a long time, at the beginning I was like, oh, I know I should do layers, but I'm too impatient. I'm starting to realize how to work with my patience and not feel like I'm wasting time and everything, because I have a tendency to hyper focus and be very impatient, and I get frustrated if I feel like I'm making myself have to quit in order to continue doing the thing. It's just they're contradictory statements in my head, and so I get frustrated and I end up just not wanting to work in layers. But I'm starting to work with myself and figure out, okay, just you're stuck. Stop thinking about this in the front line of your head and work on a different part. What do you want to do on, like, say, this section? And it's starting to work out really well, and it's become I'm starting to see how it's becoming a part of my process of when I'm doing painting. Okay, slow down. I have to remember to slow down. And before I get too ahead of myself, I want to tell you guys now, before the painting like gets close to the end, if you guys like this video, please remember to like down below, leave a comment how you think about the process, or like my idea, my bingo art challenge idea. If you have any thoughts on the video whatsoever, please let me know down in the comments. Please remember to subscribe if you like my energy and process and everything, since I do a lot of watercolor, a lot of other abstract art ideas. I have a Patreon if you guys want to check that out. Everything I say has descriptions and links down below, or in the descriptions below. I have links to everything that I talk about. I have a Patreon where you guys can help me make this my profession, which I would really like to do. I have dreams of moving out one day, and that helps support that dream. And all of the other things. I'm not really good at self-promotion. It's something I'm working on, so please be patient with me if you like. So yeah, just all of that. And I don't know what else to talk about. So, okay, back to the video, back to me hopefully slowing down a little bit from the rambling, and let me talk about more of the process. Like, let me talk about something, okay? It'll be a surprise for both of us. Hey, sorry, I calmed down. I get really excited very easily. But after that, let's talk about the painting a little bit more, and then I'll just like leave you guys to chill and listen to music from Manatees and like just watch, I guess, me painting. I just realized the reason why this painting looked familiar to me so much is because I painted this exact thing with some Reeves gouache a while back. And while I don't use that gouache anymore for personal reasons, personal preference, let's leave it to that, I don't know what I find so calming about a cabin next to a river in a forest. It just seems like, I don't know, the dream, maybe? I've always lived outside and near nature, even though nature always typically tries to kill me. But I don't know, there's just something about a nice little cottage scene that just seems so calm and helps you, I don't know, I guess helps me figure out that I need to keep more worrying about painting structure rather than colors. I don't know. It's different. This one's definitely different than the one that I made, which I think I made a video for. I have an iCard up now or so if I can remember or find it. Yeah, but this one definitely has a different vibe. I obviously did not use so much purple and blue and light yellowish green for that last one. But yeah, it's just weird how you can look back at your own drawings and everything, even from just a year, because I've only really been doing this a little over a year now, like not realistically, like seriously. I've always felt like I've wanted to be creative, but like I never pushed myself because I didn't feel like I could, and then I realized later that was stupid. So yeah, even after only doing this for a year, I can see some things that are definitely like something I like to do. I always push myself to learn different things all at once, but then every once in a while you realize that you're learning all these new things because you want to figure out what you want to do. So sometimes you have to go back to those things that you learn and work with them a little more. Whichever ones you gravitate to working a little more with, then you like learn what you like to do as an artist. That's part of your learning process as well, figuring out what you want to go back to and what you just gravitate towards, so you can figure out what you like to draw and what you want to work on later in the future. And I don't know, I definitely do not draw a lot of people, in case you guys can't tell. But I don't know, there's something just so serene about a landscape painting, or if it's not technically, I guess, in the variant of landscape, just something that has to do with your environment around you, or like the feeling of that environment around you, what it can invoke. I think maybe that speaks to the fact that I'm in my own head like way too much. Like for me personally, I understand that it's a problem, but also like it's not bad. Like taking time to figure out yourself is not bad, especially if you realize within that, like if you take some time, purposely go spend time by yourself, and you realize, I don't like being by myself. Like, there, you learn something about yourself. Either figure out why you're uncomfortable being by yourself, or if it's from a healthy standpoint, like just surround yourself with people you like and who don't want to destroy your life. Like it's not bad to like being around people. I know us introverts up here on the internet love to just look down on extroverts because they're not like us and they like social interactions. Like that's not a bad thing. I know this is me talking out of my ass because we're not post COVID, we are current COVID, but like post 2020 COVID. And like, I'm an introvert. I will always be an introvert. I have to nap after like any kind of party that I go to. I'm an introvert. But like I'm not bashing extroverts because like why do you need to? I'm getting off topic so much. I apologize. I guess the moral of this video is going to be test yourself skill wise, and don't bash people just because they're not you, you know? Like, I guess. So before I go on another different random tangent, I'll just sit back and watch myself paint. Like, it's relaxing and it's not bad this time. I'm really proud of what I made, and if you guys like it too, remember to say so down in the comments below. Like, share this video, blah blah blah. I have to do this or else like I'm not gonna grow, and I want to grow. Like, it's not narcissistic or selfish of me to want to entertain people. I have to learn to like stop having that thought process about myself. So anyway, I'm gonna go enjoy me painting, and I'll see you guys, next time. Have a wonderful life.